Hey everybody, it is I, Fork, as you know, new, and I would like to welcome you back to the Distance Beta for another track showcase. I am here today with FZeroman on his map, the work-in-progress version of Optimal Bypass. Say hi, F-Zero.
Hello there.
Alright, so first things first, question I ask pretty much everybody. What got you into, like, I know for a fact that you were into Nitronic Rush pretty heavily.
Yeah.
You were one of the big map makers for that game. What got you into it, and what sort of caught your eye about Distance, other than more Nitronic?
Well, for when I started in Nitronic Rush, I found it from the Total Biscuit video. I searched online for like other F-Zero or arcade style racing games, as that's my bread and butter.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, I discovered that there is a kind of hidden level editor in that. I mean, I got in the game like a year after it was already kind of developed.
Mm-hmm. And then you kind of just saw the level editor, or how did you find out about the level editor in that?
It was hidden in the forums. You had to unlock it through certain commands.
Ah, that's really cool. See, I didn't actually find out about the level editor in Nitronic until I started playing Distance and people started mentioning it. I didn't realize that it was like super duper hidden or anything like that. That's really cool.
Yeah, it was. It wasn't really a feature they, that everybody used.
Yeah, it most definitely wasn't. What?
Anyway, after that, I saw the Kickstarter, and of course, I got all involved in that. I was a big supporter of the Kickstarter.
Oh, I am.
I've been into the game since. I haven't left.
I have heard tale of It's kind of rumored how big of a Kickstarter supporter you are. You were one of the first people to actually get the map editor, weren't you?
Yeah, I was a level editor backer for the 500 tire.
That is crazy.
That's a lot of money.
I'm guessing you would say it's worth it though.
Well, it's worth it with all the work I've put into all the levels I've been making also.
You have... I honestly feel like most of the levels on the workshop are from you. Oh,
Crispy's catching up to me.
Crispy is catching up to you. That guy does not... He doesn't play games, dude.
He's taking inspiration.
Most definitely. Come on. No. Ah, crap.
Oh.
Hold on a second. I can't talk while I'm racing. I'm bad at video games.
Yeah, a lot of this part where I'm at is kind of custom made. You can't really put it I mean, you can put it together, but it takes a while.
Oh, definitely.
You're not just slapping road lines together.
What, so, you obviously, like, what made you decide to back at the level for getting the level editor? Like, were you just like, I know I need this, or what?
Well, kind of. I've been kind of creating levels since I was a kid.
Mm-hmm.
And I always liked creating stuff. And, I always wanted to create my own levels and racing levels and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
And
so
at first, I wasn't going to support it that much. I'm like, oh, level editor, I could really get my name out there.
Yeah, and you know what? It has definitely worked. I would easily say that you probably have one of the best known names in the community. And you're oh, definitely, dude. This is a work in progress level. Is there anything that you're actually maybe hoping for them to add that you could put into this level? Or anything that you would change about how this level is now?
Well, obviously it being a Transformers type of level, I want stuff to transform.
Mm-hmm.
Right now, you see the moving walls and stuff like that. They have a feature in Monolith that actually has moving walls. And I've been trying to work with those, but they're very difficult on the XYZ axis or plane.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And then really not easy to manipulate. But
Okay.
I thought it'd be neat if I kind of made the robots build up themselves, like design themselves.
Ah,
Kind of like
how you have that Transformers logo in the very beginning.
right, like
Which,
they
by
actually
the way,
transform.
which by the way is super freaking awesome.
Yeah, I tried to match the colors of the original logo, but I couldn't. It just wouldn't let me do that.
Oh man.
It'd be too bright, honestly.
That's a damn shame. So you've got this level, I have to say, probably has some of the coolest props that I've seen in a level. You had to hand build each and every single one of these Transformers, right?
Yeah, you move an object, you move an object, you move an object.
Yeah. Did you have to rescale like a whole bunch of individual parts for the cars and the robots and stuff like that? Or
Yes, certain parts, like I just passed a Devastator.
this big green guy with the fist?
Yeah, I had to rescale him a lot.
I bet that was a pain when they dropped that update. Like there's just no other. Oh, hold on. I got turned around. Oh my goodness. Okay, and we're good. No, we're not. Everything we're done.
The part I'm at now is like the Beast Wars section.
This is the area with the green fill and the
Yeah, the grass and the mountains.
This honestly.
In between that part.
Let me take a look at one of these guys real quick, just because I've never actually stopped to see them.
It's a lot of detail for a split second of driving around.
Wow, dude! Holy frickin' moly!
You can tell who that is.
Oh yeah, that's Megatron. Wow, dude. This is seriously incredible. I've never actually like stopped to take a look at these guys. This is incredible. And you can see each of the individual parts that you put on. Wow. Wow. How long would you say one of those guys took you to do?
Well, Megatron, I worked all week. It's like a solid week of 6 or 7 hours, maybe a day.
Holy crap.
And basically what I do is I look at a picture I get from Google and I just build it from that.
Yeah. Holy crap. So they were all built on references or just a few of them?
They all built on references.
Wow.
I mean, the original Optimus Prime, he's easy, kind of.
I would say he's pretty memorable is how I would put it.
I rewatched a lot of the series so I could create stuff from it. Like this is the Stonehenge that kind of had a teleport for the aliens. Mm-hmm. Then you teleport right into beast machines.
Yes. Oh man, seriously, the tanks, dude. I am constantly impressed by the tanks. They are phenomenal. This whole track is absolutely ridiculous and gorgeous.
Yeah, I had an idea for using the rollers on the tanks.
Mm-hmm.
So they make that noise, like they're actually moving around.
Ah, that would be awesome. Oh, there they are. Yeah. Wow. That is so cool.
Then you just copy and paste them, and your frames go to 0.
And that's where you got your name, not from the video game that you love, but from the frames being 0.
I have a knack for finding glitches or really going too far in my level designs.
Oh, I think it's fine.
Like in Nitronic Rush, I just think so out of the box. Like for Totally Tubular in that game, I had to rework the ending because the game wouldn't let me release the level.
It just wouldn't let you?
There's some glitch that I couldn't actually share the level with anybody. It just wouldn't work. It worked for me, but nobody else.
That's ridiculous and also awesome. Last question that I got, did you run into any problems when you were working on this? I imagine with the scale of everything that you're doing here, you ran into a few.
More or less, it's just the detailing it, like for Unicron's head up here.
Mm-hmm.
Just figuring out where I want to place stuff, how it resembles the original series. You
So
know,
they weren't.
what can I grab from the original series that kind of fit right into the level?
So it wasn't necessarily an actual problem with like the level editor. It was just what do I want to do?
Right. I mean, I'm still a little novice on those track spines. They're not that easy to work with, and unless you just slap them together.
Yeah,
But
definitely.
if you want them to have a smooth transition, or if you wanted to angle wildly, then you have to really work with the spines.
Yeah, I've heard a lot of talk about the splines can get kind of crazy sometimes.
And in multiplayer, this level has a problem with the blockade part.
Yes, that
And right now, I don't know how to fix
I don't-
that. That's the
I don't-
blockade that I wanted to kind of resemble how the city was closing, you know?
yeah. I really like all of these tight corridors. I like how I like the blockades when they work. As you mentioned, that's just a thing with multiplayer. I think that just has to do with how Distance's netcode works. I love all of the lasers. The obstacle placement that you do in here is really, really solid. The visual design of everything, like you can see the problems coming right ahead. Like you see the dude who's blowing up the track, and one, not only do you think, holy crap, that's incredibly awesome.
I was creating, you know, Devastator, and I'm like, where should I put him? What should he be doing? Obviously, he should be destroying something.
He should be devastating something, right?
In the movie, which is one of my favorite Transformers movies, the animated one, is that he's just ripping stuff apart. So I thought he should be ripping the road right apart.
Yeah, makes sense. It turned out, I gotta say, everything on this level turned out really great, and to this day, it's still one of my favorites, at least to look at. Not a lot of people playing it, but it's good. I really dig it. The waterfall is amazing. The crashing spaceship, freaking, just
Spaceship I pulled right out of Beast Wars.
everything about this level, I could just gush for hours about this level. It is truly a masterpiece. You did a fantastic job on this. And then the tanks happen and I cry.
I wanted that to be sudden, but I still have to rework that area a little bit.
A little bit, yeah.
Especially when you go to the teleporter, it's like, whoa, brains.
Yeah. I remember the first thing I noticed wasn't the tanks. It was that my frame rate kind of went, hey, how do you like frame rate?
Well, you won't like it here. I don't want to have Zero's levels, that's for sure.
Oh, yes. All right. Well, those are actually all the questions that I have, and I actually got to talk about pretty much everything that I wanted to.
Oh yeah, you can fly above this shit too.
Oh, can you? You know, I never actually tried to do that.
You see
Wow.
that?
Wow, look at that detail. Holy crap, dude. You're
I mean, you can go anywhere in this park, but you won't have much luck going anywhere.
I'm watching you right now. You got kind of stuck.
That's the kind of object I use is very bouncy for the car.
Okay. And I gotta say, the waterfall is absolutely gorgeous. I love what you did with the waterfall. It's just...
Then you
it's
go
so good.
through and it's not a order.
Oh.
But the idea is you just grab like one of the posters and you just kind of try to work it around and make it look like it's a waterfall.
It's really good, dude. You used one of the posters for that?
Yeah.
That's so crazy. Like I never would have thought to do that.
I think outside of the box.
You really do. That's actually all the questions that I had, and I got to point out everything that I wanted to in those couple of runs. Is there anything that you want to sort of give a shout out about? Anything you want to sort of plug? Like Twitter or anything like that?
Just the game itself, other than my Twitter itself, I think it's _FZeroman.
It is, yes.
I couldn't get the official one. Nobody can seem to grab that one for me.
Damn.
I got on Twitter after he already had it, so it's like,
That's some bad luck, huh?
Because it took me like a year, maybe, or two after distance for me to even get on Twitter.
Twitter is a magical place, I will tell you.
You can thank Skirmisher for making social.
All right, well, thank you for joining me, F-Zero. It has been wonderful having you. I'm glad we finally got to do this after many scheduling issues.
Yeah, many.
People on the YouTubes, you can check out Work in Progress Optimal Bypass on the Steam Workshop. There is a link in the description. Don't forget to check out Distance at survivethedistance.com. Yeah.
Always subscribe to community maps.
Yes! Subscribe to the community maps and just play Distance. It's amazing. I'll see you guys.
Awesome sauce.
I'll see you guys next time. Say bye, F-Zero.
Bye.